Hello, LOLers. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. I miss you guys so much. Today we're back on Wisteria Lane playing Desperate Housewives, and I know I said last episode that that was going to be the last one, but I genuinely think today is the last one. I'm smiling, but my heart, it hurts. We're on part 7, so if you haven't seen the previous 6 parts, make sure you check it out right now. There's a link to part 6 right there in the corner. There's a link to the whole Desperate Housewives playlist in the description. Quick little recap like we always do. Man, no, these past 2 episodes have been a lot. Okay, bitch, where do I start? Okay, so we all know that Daniel Fox was murdered. I've been trying to solve his murder, so that's what I was doing all last episode, really running around trying to get clues to solve his murder. But then I found some clues regarding my own past, and apparently my name is Mary. Me and that Erica Larson guy, we used to date in high school, but he couldn't give me the lifestyle I wanted, so I started dating Vincent Corsetti. We have some tasks to get done. Whoa. So 1, there's a strange new breed of bug that's invading my front lawn, which is crazy. And now it says Danielle is what? Flyers have been posted all over the neighborhood claiming Danielle is easy. Your son is being blamed for this, but he insists that he is innocent. You must find some way to prove his innocence and find out who the real culprit is. And then it says, since Danielle was the victim of the flyers, you should find out about what she has to say about all of this. Maybe she will have some insight as to who might be responsible. And then it says, now that you have the flyer, it's time to do a little detective work. Take a closer look at the flyer to see if you can get any clues from it. And then we also have to ask Frank Fox about the computer, because remember, he installed our computer in the first episode. And yeah, they're saying that my son has been sending nasty emails to people, but no, he hasn't, because he always on that damn game all day, just like his mom, you know. But yeah, it says you may not know how to prove your son didn't write those emails, but you do know who to ask. Frank Fox will be the best person to figure out where those emails really came from. Give Frank a call to see if he knows of a way to get your son out of this jam. Okay, so the first thing I guess I should start with, well, hold on, where is my son? Let me go talk to him real quick. Is he even like around? I don't even see him. Who's calling me?
Hey, this is Vincent.
Oh, Vincent, what the fuck do you want? Yeah, what do you want?
I was just calling to check in on you.
Other than cleaning up after my son's messes, everything is fine. What a camera angle.
What's he gotten himself into?
Yeah, oh, nothing I can't handle, Vincent.
I have no doubt. Tell me, how are things with your husband?
Vincent, I don't trust you. They're fine. Thank you for asking.
I hate to ask, but I heard some stories about some greedy secretary that was trying to blackmail him or something.
Why do you know that? Yeah, oh my god, how do you know about that?
Well,
Fuck.
you know how these stories get around. Fairview is a small town. Did you ever find out what was in his safe?
No, why?
I happen to know there is some very important information in that safe. Things you need to see.
Right, exactly what kind of information are you talking about?
Listen, we shouldn't talk about this over the phone. I'm sending a package over to your house later. Make sure your husband's not around when you open it. I have to go now, but rest assured I have your best interests at heart. I gotta go.
Oh yeah, he definitely got my worst interests at heart. It's like, I ain't really think much of it, but now that you said that you have my best interests at heart, I know damn well you have my worst interests at heart. Thank you for that clarification. Like, what? Y'all, he better send a bomb to my house, you guys. I'm gonna open the package, it's gonna be boom. Like, oh my god. Oh, there's my son. Let me talk to him. Cause what is going on, sweetie? For real, y'all, now he cooped up in his room.
I told you, I'm innocent.
I'm sorry. Right, you're awfully quick to defend yourself.
I don't have a choice. I feel like I've been under attack lately and that I'm always on the defensive.
I know, dear, and I'm sorry for all of that.
So what are you going to do about it?
I don't want this game to end because I'm having fun. You feel me? And I feel like we're all having fun, you know? My thing is, maybe this game do need to end though, because the way everyone is talking to me like they ain't got no goddamn sense is just, this is just crazy. Seriously. Yeah, I'm going to save your ungrateful hide like I always do.
Okay. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah, fuck. Calm your little ass down, little peanut head. Fuck. Well, hold on. Let me call Frank.
The voicemail box for Frank Fox. Please leave your message at the sound of the tone.
No? How they gonna tell me to give him a call and he not even gonna answer the phone? Like, what's up with that? Okay, well, I guess it's time to go see Danielle at the Vanderkamp's house. Oh, and they said I have the thingy too. Oh, look. Vandalized flyer. They said I could look at it. It says, after looking closely at the flyer, it appears that the text was written with feminine handwriting. To prove your suspicions, get a writing sample from your son. This should help to prove that your son is not responsible for the flyers. All right, let's go back upstairs. Did he move? Right, he did. Oh no, he's downstairs. Fuck. I see him. I should have knew his ass was gonna be near the kitchen. He always eating something. Oh, greedy ass. And they have the nerve to talk to me crazy. Like, you don't pay no grocery bills.
I told you, I'm innocent.
I was able to get a closer look at one of the flyers.
And now you believe I didn't write it?
Right, nobody said you did anything. Like, calm your little ass down. Fuck. Well, it's clearly a girl's handwriting, and unless you're turning feminine on me, you're innocent. The note looks like it was written by a girl.
So, who would have done this?
I don't know, but we have to prove your innocence to everyone else, so I'm gonna need something from you.
Sure, Mom. Anything.
I need a sample of your handwriting with the
Danielle
same
is easy? Is
message.
this a trick?
That's right. After all my hard work trying to clear your name, I'm gonna manipulate you so I can make everyone think you're guilty.
All right. If you think it's best, here you go.
Thank you. Hold up. On the other side of the flyer is a notice about a missing dog. It appears that whomever posted these reused an existing flyer. Talk to the dog owner in the neighborhood, Mike Delfino, to see what he has to say about this. Y'all, I wonder what's in that damn safe. Like, I gotta know. For real. All right, whose house should we go to first? Let's go to Bree's house first. Let's talk to Danielle. Danielle, come open this door. Oh, I knew it. I was about to say.
What are you doing here? What do you want?
Danielle, please. With your little flats. I hate that I have to act concerned because I don't give a fuck about Danielle. I heard about the flyers. I'm really sorry, Danielle.
Sorry isn't cutting it. What I need is someone to stop whoever's doing this.
You need to stay your ass in the fucking house. That's actually what the fuck you need to do. Because if you stayed your ass in the house, then nobody could even say these things. Well, let me not slut shame or nothing. Like, you know, she's dead wrong. But also, stay your little ass in the house, for real. Well, first we have to figure out who would want to spread rumors about you. Do you have any ideas?
Yeah, I have a strong suspicion. It was Julie Mayer.
Why would she try to destroy you like this?
Like I know what's going on in that little nerdy brain of hers. She's probably still pissed that your son stood her up for me.
What? Wait, your mother is blaming my son. Why aren't you?
Look, your son may be a little weird, but it's not his style.
Bitch! Who the fuck you calling weird? I mean, she kind of ate though, because there's something wrong with him, for real.
For one thing, he never got anywhere with me. My mom made sure of that. And for another thing, Julie has already been calling people at school, starting a rumor saying I'm easy.
Oh, come on, Danielle. What would have happened between you two if your mom didn't stop you? We all know. LIYONCE, don't talk to a kid like this. Why are you still upset with my son? Yeah.
He should be defending me. He hasn't said or done anything to tell people it wasn't me.
Ooh. Well, maybe if the rumor wasn't so close to the truth, you'd have some ammunition to defend. Ooh. Right, well, maybe he's a little too busy trying to defend his own reputation from half the neighborhood. Bitch, you're not defending him.
All I'm saying is that if he'd defend me, then everyone would know he was innocent.
Right, no, I'm about to be nasty. Perhaps if there weren't so much truth to the lie, you wouldn't need anyone to defend you.
How dare you say that? You know what? I'm done talking with you.
Danielle, ain't nobody scared of you, bitch. Seriously. You need to go somewhere with that shit. Anyway. Hold on, let me talk to Bree. Let me see if we still cool.
Have you figured out who is trying to destroy my daughter's good name?
I'm still working on it.
Then we have nothing to discuss.
Bree! Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry. Yeah.
If you don't wish to see my dark side, you better explain yourself.
What you gonna do, Bree? Dark side, you mean you can get worse than this? I'm frightened, Bree. I really am. Bitch, I'm
As a
not scared of
friendly
you.
reminder, I am the owner of several shotguns and 2 handguns. And one more thing. I'm not one to make idle
Shoot me
threats.
then! Shoot me then! Bitches think you scared of them. And they little funky ass kids. Like, bitch, you and your daughter is funky. Oh, not. Look, Bree don't got no respect for bitch. I don't give a fuck. I don't got no respect. Well, y'all, why me and Edie got more respect and friendship than me and Bree? Like, maybe I should have been Edie's friend this whole time. At least Edie made it known, like, yeah, I'm a bitch. No, you bitches are wolves in sheep clothing for real. Guess what? I got one of yours with me. So now what? Fuck. We can have a shoot off, bitch.
Hey, can I help you with something?
I was hoping you might know who put the vandalized posters around the neighborhood.
No, I don't, but I'd like to find out and give them a piece of my mind.
Ooh.
Honestly, I don't really care about whatever's going on with the Vandy camps, but for someone to do this kind of vicious thing and destroy flyers put up by some poor soul looking for their lost dog, it just makes me mad. It makes me lose faith in people.
Yeah, people and their dogs. Y'all know they don't play about no animals. Seriously. Y'all see, look, he don't even care about a person. He just care about someone looking for their dog. Well, as much as I'd like to, I can't avoid it. There's a rumor around that my son put up the flyers.
Well, I wouldn't put too much stock in that rumor. Your son seems like he has his head on straight. Not the kind of loon who would do this.
I appreciate that, Mike. So, do you have any idea who it might be?
Well, I hate to say it, but do you think it could be Mrs. Davenport? I've overheard her making some obnoxious comments about Danielle's social life. And now that I think about it, vandalizing missing animal flyers sounds right up her alley.
What do you mean?
The woman's nuts. Every time I walk past her house, she gives Bongo the evil eye. And not just Bongo. Cats, dogs, rabbits, even squirrels. She freaks out at the sight of them. If anything seems like a threat to her precious garden, she takes it personally.
That little rinky-dink garden.
Come to think of it, I haven't seen too many of those animals around recently.
Right, huh?
Probably nothing. You know what they say about animals and their instincts. They're probably smart enough to stay away from her. I mean, come on. She's just a cranky old lady. She wouldn't hurt a fly.
I don't blame those owners. One look at Edda's evil eye and I'd be hiding too.
You know what? Now that I think about it, I saw Edda ripping down some flyers by her house the other day. Maybe you should talk to her about that.
I'll be sure to check her out. Thanks, Mike.
See ya.
Mike, you don't miss this coochie. He ain't saying nothing about my coochie, y'all. Let me go to Susan's house. Oh, Susan, you gonna get your ass slapped up too. Do not worry. Seriously.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Bitch, why you acting like I did something to you? First of all, nobody sent you nasty emails and nobody put flyers around calling you a little slut. Yeah, Julie, what's wrong? What's with all the sudden hostility? Fuck.
Come on. Isn't it obvious? It's your son.
I don't understand. What did Sean do to you?
Well, because your son was putting those flyers around, Danielle is convinced I did it. And now she hates me. So now she's spreading that around school. Everyone thinks I'm some kind of psychotic skank. The worst thing is that even though I didn't do it, I've been ripping down the flyers whenever I see them. I still feel bad for Danielle, even if she's gone all psycho on me.
So you know exactly how my son feels then.
Wait, he didn't do it?
Of course not. Did you look at the flyer? It looks like a girl's handwriting, doesn't it?
What? Are you accusing me now?
Actually, I don't really know. I mean, you certainly had a motive.
Well, for your information, I'm innocent. And if you think I would actually be capable of something like that, then I'm done talking with you.
If you're so convinced of your innocence, just write Danielle is easy on a piece of paper so I can compare it to the flyer.
No, I'm not doing that. There's something wrong with you. You'd probably find some way to use it against me.
Okay, fine. There was something else I needed to talk to you about anyway.
Oh, really? Is there another subject you'd like to harass me about?
Y'all! Julie, can you slap the kids? I'm about to. Deadass. Actually, I'm collecting statements from everyone about Daniel Fox. I wanted to put together a book of how the residents of Wisteria Lane were affected by Daniel's life. Each person will write something in their own handwriting, so the book will have a really personal touch.
I really didn't know Mr. Fox all that well. I wouldn't know what to write.
Oh, she's about to get her writing like this. The message itself doesn't mean so much. The act of writing something down is really what's important.
That doesn't make sense. Shouldn't this be like a personal message or something?
Of course, sweetie. It can still be personal. I'll help you think of something if you get stumped.
Sounds a little weird to me. But, okay. What should I write?
Ah, look, I'd start with something like Daniel led a fashion show that brought the neighborhood together. Then say something like the neighborhood is a darker place without him. Then you can conclude with something like it will not be easy to go on without Daniel Fox.
Wow. I didn't realize you cared about Daniel so much. It's so sweet of you to do this in his memory. Here's my message to add to your book.
Thank you very much, Julie. You have no idea how much I appreciate your help. Yeah, little dumbass. Can you slap the kids? Oh, you can. You can slap. Hold on, let me see. Susan, with that little ugly ass drawing. It's like, nah, let me chill on Susan. But no, let me not chill on Susan. No, actually, that drawing is ugly. Because what the fuck is that, bitch?
Have you taken care of your son yet?
I'm still working on it.
Well, then, I have nothing to say to you.
Bitch? Susan? Susan, come get slapped too. Yeah, fuck you gonna do, bitch.
Oh my God. What the hell did you do that for?
Would you like a list, bitch?
Revenge is going to be so sweet. I can almost taste
Susan,
it.
nobody's scared of you. You're literally the doormat of the show. Like, fuck out of here. Ugly ass. And I should rob y'all houses. I should rob y'all houses for good measure. Fuck. Alright, y'all. Let me go see Frank. Since he don't want to answer the fucking phone. Oh, the police officer is gone? Y'all, I can't believe Daniel is dead. Like, this is crazy. No, they wasn't gonna warn nobody that somebody was gonna die in the game, though. Like, come on, y'all. That is just so crazy. Yes, Frank, I really need your help with a computer issue.
Sure. What do you want?
Sean is being accused of sending some rude emails to Allison. Is there any way to find out where the emails are coming from?
Well, if you have access to Allison's account and could send me the emails, I could trace its original IP address back for you.
Oh, I gotta sneak in her house.
Or if you had access to your son's account, you could check his bandwidth for local activity.
I don't know how to get access to either of their accounts. What else can I do?
Are you sure your son didn't do it?
I'm pretty sure.
Well, if he's innocent, then someone would have to have had access to his account.
Right.
No one around here has the technical expertise to hack into his account. So whoever sent the emails must know your
Maybe
son's
it's the
password.
teacher. It's probably the teacher.
Talk to him and find out if he's given his password to any friends.
Thanks, Frank. So let me go talk to my son. Don't be giving people your password, little dumbass.
Mom, I told you, I'm innocent.
I talked to Frank Fox about those emails Allison has been getting. Someone has to know your password to do that kind of thing. Did you give anyone your password?
Well, Tabitha made me tell her my password while we were...
I fucking knew it. But
dating.
why would Miss Savage be sending emails to Allison?
You think she did this?
I wouldn't put anything past that conniving little bitch.
Yeah, she's a little scary, isn't she?
Thanks, hon. I'll keep you posted on what I find out. Ooh, y'all. We're eating. Let me go take care of this garden, too, since I don't got nothing else to do. Anyways, let me take care of this damn garden. Golly. Maybe your neighbors can help? No, I'm not asking them bitches for shit. I don't fuck with y'all. Ugh, not Mrs. Davenport. Okay, well, you know what? It's crazy because I'd rather talk to Miss Davenport. Oh, wait. Is this Miss Davenport's? Hold up. You can smash her garden. Hold on, I'm stomping on it. I don't care. Just because I can. Y'all, I'm smushing the fuck out her garden. Honestly, I'm just bored too. So. What? But you couldn't do this to her garden before. I remember. Because I tried.
Wades into the stream, ready to claim its prey.
Hello, can I help you with something?
I need some gardening tips.
Shoot.
What would you do if normal insecticides weren't stopping a particularly nasty bug from infesting your garden?
So, you got a bug problem, huh?
Yes.
Give me one good reason why I should help you.
Because if you don't, maybe I'll bring one of those bugs and accidentally drop it in your garden.
You'd do that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, bitch.
Follow me. Let's pick your poison.
Thank you for the help, Etta.
Well, you didn't give me much choice, did you? Here we are. Let me find you the right poison. Ooh, there's so many good ones to choose from.
God damn. She got a fucking room full of... Y'all, where was this room when I be in her house? Did you have an incident with a rat as a small child? Right, you have quite the selection of rat poisons.
What are you talking about?
Fuck. You are aware you have cases in case of rat poison in this room, right?
Oh, that? Well, let's just say insects aren't the only pests I worry about.
What's going on in this neighborhood? Are there rodent armies I should be aware of?
Poison is poison. Enough of it will kill whatever is bothering you.
Y'all, I don't think I follow.
Never mind. Here's the bug spray you wanted. Be sure to give it back to me when you're done.
Thank you. I'll be going now. From the looks of this place, I'd hate to get on your bad side. Ah! No, I'm sorry. That is so fucking funny. All right, let me take care of this damn garden. No, I need to find out who wrote these emails about my son. Like, you bitches will pay. You will. I forgot about my garden. That's how you know I need a gardener. I should have got one so I could have sex with him. Or some Gabrielle Solis shit, you know? After taking care of the pests, you were able to pick one up and take a closer look at it. This bug doesn't look native to Wisteria Lane. Maybe Mrs. Davenport will know more about them. Ugh, now we gotta go back to this crazy old lady's house. Oh, she not home. Oh, she right there. Oh, y'all, look at her taking care of her garden. I fucking smushed it.
Well, did you take care of those bugs?
Yeah, thanks to your bug spray, yes.
Oh, that's good. So, what do you want now?
I brought back one of the bugs to see if you know anything about them.
Blech. Why are you bringing me a dead bug?
Well, I just thought you might know something about this species.
Well, let me get a closer look here. Well, you certainly are an ugly little thing, aren't you?
Takes one to know one, Etta.
I can't tell you much, but I can tell you I've never seen anything like this in my garden before. Although I do recall seeing a warning about them online. Right next to an advertisement to buy the very same bug.
Now you know how to use a computer. LIYONCE is so nasty. Right, what did the warning say?
Pretty much just keep out of garden. They're hungry little beasts that ruin anything you planted. That's all that matters.
Don't they serve any purpose at all?
Well, maybe if you're a bug collector or you're trying to sabotage someone else's garden.
You would have to be really jealous for that.
Oh, don't be stupid. There would be a good chance that these things would spread to my garden. I wouldn't risk that. No. The person who introduced these little fellas is clearly not a fan of botany. Or at least they don't have a garden of their own.
Maybe Edie.
You certainly have a way of making enemies.
I try my best. There was something else I wanted to ask. I still find the image of you using a computer amusing.
Well, just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm incompetent. Where do you think I get most of my flowers from anyway?
I'm sorry, I meant no offense. I'm just surprised, that's all.
Well, why would it be surprising for me to be able to use a computer?
Never mind. Can we get back on topic here? Where can you get these bugs from?
I think the company was called Pestport. You know, come to think of it, I think I remember seeing the Pestport logo somewhere. I was out here gardening as usual. It was sometime in the early afternoon. Oh, that's right. I saw the mailman with a package that had the logo on it. Maybe if you ask him about it, you can figure out who ordered those bugs. The sooner you can stop the person, the better. If the bugs start to multiply, there's a chance my garden will get infested.
All right, thanks for the information, Etta. I really appreciate it. No, y'all, because why I'm fucking with Etta? Isn't it crazy how the turns be tabling? Like, I really thought that Bree and Susan and them was my girls. Oh, you noticed something shiny in Mrs. Davenport's garden now that she is gone? It'd be a perfect time to investigate what caught your attention. Oh my god, there's something shiny. Oh, right here, pick up. First the rat poison, then the dog tag found in her garden. Add to that Mike's information on how Mrs. Davenport reacts to pets, and you've got one suspicious gardener. Go talk to Mrs. Davenport about all this to see if she has any answers. Whoa. Hold up, Etta. You must pay for your crimes. You must answer. I know she's like, lady, what the fuck do you want? Seriously.
What now?
No, I think you're hiding something, please. A lot of strange things have been happening lately relating to you.
What are you talking about?
First, there's that rumor poison in your house.
Oh, come on. I already explained to you that I need that much poison to get rid of all the pests in my garden. There are some alarmingly large ones in the area.
Large pest like a dog, perhaps even the dog that had this tag around his neck.
Where did you find that?
In the same little garden that you were so quick to defend from neighborhood animals.
I don't like your tone. Just, what are you getting at?
You kill animals using rat poison, then bury them under your garden?
Well, I could protest, but why bother? You got me. Those pesky animals make a wonderful fertilizer, by the way.
Oh my God! I knew you were mean and petty, but I had no idea you were evil.
So, what now? You found out my big, dark secret. What are you gonna do about it?
Tell me why you did it, then I'll figure out what I'm gonna do with you.
It was all my husband's fault.
What? How did your husband force you to slaughter animals? Be fucking for real
He
right now,
didn't
Edda.
literally force me to do it, but it's complicated, so let me explain. Rod was the love of my life. Unfortunately, I wasn't the love of his.
Oh, who's shocked? Really?
He had this dog, Sparky, and he spent all of his time with him.
It's wonderful that he had a pet that he cares so much about. What do you have against dogs?
To be honest, it was embarrassing how he fawned over that mutt. Well, since Rod never gave me any attention, I had no choice but to take up a hobby. So I took up gardening. Ugh, but that little bastard Sparky. He would always dig up whatever I had just planted. Strawberries, carrots, lilies, it didn't matter.
Tell me, Mrs. Davenport, how did your husband having a dog he loved turn you into a vicious killer? No, dead ass
But
though.
instead of punishing his little mutt for his little forays into my garden, Rod would encourage it.
Oh, okay. She kind of ate.
So one day, I decided to teach that mutt a lesson. I put a little rat poison near the rose garden. I didn't think it'd be enough to kill him.
Oh, man.
I was just trying to get him sick, so he wouldn't go near it anymore.
How did your husband take this?
Of course, Rod didn't know I had accidentally killed Sparky. I wasn't sure what to do with the body, so I buried it in my garden.
Damn.
Once Rod noticed Sparky was gone, I planted the seed, so to speak, that the dog had run off. Rod was depressed for weeks. I think he thought I might have done something because he was very standoffish. Shortly after that, Rod left me for that other woman.
Oh, this is kind of sad.
From that point on, my garden is all I have left.
And I stomped on it.
Only the next time an animal tried to ruin my garden, I was ready.
Right, why don't you just stop?
Look,
girl?
I know I wasn't being rational, but my garden was all I had left. And it was so easy to get rid of them. Another lost pet. Big deal. No one takes any notice. Then I decided to move on to preemptive strikes. If an animal looked at my garden funny, he was a goner. And they made such great fertilizer, too. Oh, my garden has never looked better.
You poor, pathetic woman. Do you know how many hearts you've broken by depriving people of their...
Oh, I know it's wrong, but I'm so good at it now. Besides, you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
That's BS. You're never too old to change. You just have to want to.
Thank you. Now that the cat's out of the bag, maybe I can stop.
Right.
If you could find it in your heart to keep the secret between the two of us, I would be forever in your debt.
Girl, whatever.
Oh, thank you.
Your secret's only safe with me because, one, you helped me, and two, I'm probably gonna use it against you. That's Desperate Housewives for you. You pick up one secret to use against everyone. Oh man, I gotta wait till tomorrow to catch the mail guy. Let me see what Edie on, even though I hate her. Like, I just, seeing Carl in her house is just really nasty. And why does Carl keep opening the door? This is not your house, bro. Seriously.
You're still working on the flyer thing?
Yeah, it would be nice if I had some help.
Susan's really upset with you right now, so it's probably for the best if you just mosey on down the street. I don't want to give that woman any more excuses to hate me.
Boy, I didn't even come here to talk to you. Nobody told your little ugly ass to answer the door. Fuck. Let me see what Edie talking about.
Hey, how's that sexy hubby of yours?
Bitch, how nice of you to ask. He's just fine, and so am I, by the way.
Ooh, touchy. Don't get bent out of shape.
Girl.
I completely understand. If I had your wardrobe, I'd be worried too. So soon? That's...
Girl, that's why I fuck Carl in your house, bitch. You look tired, Edie. What's going on?
I guess I'm just suffering from too much success. Between selling houses during the day and dating at night, I have absolutely no time to sleep.
What are you going to do? You have to get enough sleep.
Obviously, I have to dump the real estate gig. I just don't know what I'd do instead.
You have any experience doing anything else?
I had another job after high school, but I certainly wouldn't do that again.
Where did you work?
No offense, but I don't trust you enough to tell you. I'm not in the habit of passing out my secrets to everyone who asks.
Just give me a hint.
I'll just say that the dress code was a bit too restrictive for my taste, and leave it at that.
If you change your mind, decide to want to tell me, I'll...
All right. Maybe.
All right, let me get out of here. Edie ain't even talking about shit. Let me take my ass home. I'm trying to, like, learn everyone's secrets, but nobody trying to get close with me. Okay, y'all, it's a new day. And we are waiting for the mailman. They said he makes his rounds from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Mom,
so...
I told you, I'm innocent. Thanks for believing me.
So, let's wait for him. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to, like, do my chores. And oop, y'all, look. Sink, couch, hamper, chair, bed. Damn. Woo! That's how you guys know I'm not meant for this housewife life. Like, girl, chores. All right, y'all. It is 9:47. It's time to chase the mailman, bitch. Oh, there he go. I found him. Well, now I could seduce him. Wait, why he kind of fine? Hold up.
Hello. How are you today?
How are you? I'm feeling hot.
Oh. Are you waiting for a special delivery?
I'm waiting and wanting your package.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
Don't be bashful.
Are you coming on to me?
Call me LIYONCE. It'll be good practice since you'll be moaning it later.
This is like a dream. The hottest housewife on Wisteria Lane coming on to me? Let's not waste any more time.
Bring your mailbag and follow me. Not me with that mailman. Why he the best looking one here though? Dead ass though. Like, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, I had sex with Carl.
I didn't think it was possible, but you were even better the second time.
But yeah, y'all had sex with Carl, and I had to even the score. Like, Carl was just too ugly. That was too much. You guys know how I feel about men and hair. I'm only talking about bald guys, but like, no. Because my thing is, like, men have so much audacity, and like, you feel me? Like, they be cheating. They're just bad people. We live in a patriarchal society. The least you could do is have hair. Like, if you're gonna be cheating and an asshole and a dick face, the least you could do is have a head full of hair. My thing is, y'all be rude with no hair. Bitch, now I'm about to rub your shiny ass head right before I smack the fuck out of it. Yeah. Also, my dad is bald and he be getting on my nerves, so that also adds to my vitriol for bald men, but okay. You're not too shabby yourself there, Floyd, to think of what I've been missing all those years when I thought you only delivered bills and letters.
Well, in that case, maybe I should make you part of my daily schedule.
I won't argue with that. I'll see you around, lover boy.
Good day, ma'am. What can I do for you?
I just wanted to thank you for the wonderful job you do around here.
Neither rain nor sleet nor snow will stop me from my rounds. I take my job seriously. Not that it ever snows or rains or anything around here. But I take my job seriously.
Wait, I was hoping you could help me with something.
Really? Well, I'm on duty and,
Listen, I've been expecting a package for a while, and I was wondering if I could maybe take a peek inside your truck to see if you have it.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That's federal property. But I'll tell you what, if you describe the package, I might be able to help you out.
It's a package from Passport for a Mr. Cherry Hoffen Furhersmith.
Ma'am, I'm not stupid. Now, if you stop wasting my time, I have to get back to my route.
Perhaps I can make it worth your while if you know what I mean.
Okay. Maybe I can help you out, but I'm gonna need an incentive.
You know, I was just talking to a friend about the fact that postal workers don't get enough compensation for all the hard work they do. Whoa, for $250, surely some paperwork could go missing and somehow find its way. Damn, I already gave him pussy and now I gotta pay for shit. What's the point of giving pussy? Well, I could have gave him some more, but no, I'm locking my coochie up for the day. She's had enough.
You know, it's funny. That kind of thing actually happens sometimes. It's amazing how things can fall between the cracks. Here's a copy of the order form that came with the package you were asking about.
Period.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I really have to get back to work.
Always a pleasure to help out a federal employee. Have a good day. Well, LIYONCE, I'm paid, Pookie. So yeah, know that. Now you know that Tabitha Savage has been behind all 3 attacks on you and your son. Confront her and see what she has to say about it. Be sure to divulge all the facts you have discovered so she knows. Tabitha Savage's order from... Damn, this bitch really came to play. She over here fucking fabricated emails, putting up posters around the fucking neighborhood. She over here fucking ordering bugs from a little weird ass website to take revenge on me. Tabitha, I'll ruin your life, bitch.
Yeah? What do you want?
I'm on to you, lady.
What are you talking about?
I know you've been sending emails using my son's account.
You can't be serious. Besides, there's no way to prove I sent Allison those emails.
Aha, I didn't say Allison received any emails. I've got you now.
Okay, maybe I did send a few emails to her. What does that prove?
Not much, but when you pair it with some other juicy details I've discovered.
Yeah, sure. You're a regular detective, aren't you? A little old to be sneaking around the neighborhood poking into people's mailboxes, aren't you?
You shouldn't make too much fun of detective work. It helped me prove that you were responsible for making those little libelous flowers about Danielle.
That's ridiculous. Why would I do that? I have nothing against the poor girl.
Maybe not, but you knew that Bree Vandekamp would blame my son, so you did the whole thing just to frame him.
That's an interesting theory. But how do you prove that I wrote the message? It's not like there was a signature on it or anything.
Well, I was doing a little investigating on a certain pest that infested my garden. I discovered an order form for the very same bugs filled out by a certain Miss Savage.
So?
Not only does the order form prove you were behind the attack on my garden, but the handwriting also matches the writing on the flyers. It's game over, Tabitha.
So, what exactly are you going to do about it?
Well, all I can say is it's a good thing you're a fall color because you're going to be wearing an orange jumpsuit for a long, long time.
I don't need to do anything. There's no way you can get me in trouble. My father is a close friend of the sheriff, as well as a longtime member of the city council. I'm untouchable in this town, honey.
Well, your daddy may know a few people, but I have even higher connections.
You're just trying to scare me.
No, I'm just speaking the truth. I happen to be very good friends with someone at the FIB. Oh, I am.
I don't believe you.
It doesn't matter. Here, spending a few years in a 6x9 prison cell gives you plenty of time to think about things.
Wait a second. Let's talk about this. Maybe we can make a deal.
This deal had better be good.
How about $5,000?
I'm the wife of a very successful doctor. You're gonna have to do better than that, period.
Please, I can't pay any more than that. Can I pay you in installments? Like $200 a month. Show some mercy.
After what you tried to do to my son and to me, not likely. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a call to make. Now that the culprit has confessed to their crimes, it's time to take care of your son. Let him know his name is clear and that once again his mother has come to the rescue. If you want to press charges on the guilty party, make sure to talk to Eric Larson. Yeah, where's Eric at?
Yes, Mary?
Can you stop calling? My name is LIYONCE, bitch. For real. No, this is LIYONCE.
Oh, sorry. What's going on?
I need you to help me resolve a situation.
What situation is that?
My son is being framed for posting some nasty flyers about a neighborhood girl. He's also being accused of sending out lewd and threatening emails to another girl. And I feel a little silly even mentioning this, but someone let a whole bunch of nasty foreign-looking bugs loose on my garden.
Could you describe these insects?
Well, they're big, nasty, and purple with 6 antennae. Bug spray doesn't even slow them down. Why does that matter?
Well, that kind of bug doesn't sound native to North America. You don't happen to know where they came from, do you?
Actually, I do. Tabitha ordered them online from Pestport.
If those insects aren't indigenous to this country, bringing them in is illegal.
Wait, but what about all the stuff she did to my son?
As someone who knows the court system pretty well, I'd say you'd have a hard time proving anything. Even if you did, she'd get a slap on the wrist. With a smuggling conviction, she'd go away for a long time.
I have a copy of her order form in my pocket if that helps. So what's the punishment for this sort of crime?
At least 6 to 8 years.
Yeah, wow, just for buying some bugs?
These aren't just any bugs. They're a threat to our nation's crops. If they make it to farmland, the devastation would be unimaginable.
Ooh.
They're a big enough threat that Customs has them on a watch list.
Ooh, bitch.
So they must have been smuggled in.
What are my options?
You have 2 choices. 1, give me the evidence that will send her to jail. Or 2, we act like this conversation never happened. Although I sincerely hope you pick the former option.
No, there must be consequences for her actions.
Are you sure? There's no turning back once the Bureau's
Yes,
involved.
I'm sure. Put that bitch in jail. Seriously. Oh my gosh, is there gonna be a cutscene with her, like, you know, oh, where they're like, you know, closing the slammer on her and she's all in the cell? Like, yeah, I actually need that. Like, actually, please, please. That's for Housewives. I need the cutscene of Tabitha going to jail, like that ass.
So, have you figured out who's behind it yet?
Yes, I did. It was Miss Savage.
I wish I was surprised, but after what she pulled before, I'm not. So what are we gonna do about her?
I've called a friend and she'll be out of our hair for, let's say, 6 to 8 years.
Prison? Wow. Isn't that a little harsh?
That's what you get for messing with my family.
Well, okay. Thanks, Mom.
Don't thank me. Yeah, I want you to realize that you are partly responsible for this whole— yeah, because you are.
You're blaming me for this?
Yeah, you dumbass. Only partially. Clearly, she isn't quite right in the head, but you need to be careful how you treat women.
Well, I guess you've got a point there. So are the girls still mad at me?
Yes, you're gonna have to make amends with them on your own.
Okay, Mom. I'm just glad this whole thing is
Me
over.
too. But Bree and Susan, bitch, will never— no. Ooh. Right, what if I don't want to open it?
Believe me, you'll want to look at the contents.
Okay, I'll check it out, Vinny. Thanks, I guess. Y'all, the package. Oh! The guy left the package. They said open it when your husband isn't around. Now that you have the package, open it up to see what's inside. What could your husband be hiding from you? Y'all. Oh my god. I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. I need some privacy. Vincent's package, a mysterious package Vincent Corsetti sent you. He says it contains information about your husband that he is very insistent that you look at.
To succeed in life, it is important to understand when it's time to fight the good fight and when it's time to make amends.
Not this boy Sean set himself up yet again. Oh, Danielle, you're funky anyway. Seriously, don't nobody give a fuck.
Even though this can be
oh, bite her
frustrating,
butt, bite her
it's a
butt.
fact of life.
He should have bit her. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about.
But when things are taken too far,
ooh, what the fuck
we
is that?
may well find ourselves forced to pay the price for years to come.
Oh, look at me. I look suspicious as hell. For real. Y'all, that was the last cutscene. Y'all, it's about to turn up. It's about to turn up.
When presented with the truth about a terrible situation,
marriage license
one must
deceased?
choose to address their problems head on,
no,
or simply deal with the circumstances
oh
at
no,
hand.
don't kill him.
When faced with the complexity of life and the tough decisions that must be made, sometimes one has to wonder if there is any wisdom to the thought ignorance is bliss.
Y'all.
What?
Wake up right now and get your butt out of bed, Ron. You've got some serious explaining to do. What the fuck is going on?
It's a bit early for one of our talks, don't you think?
Trust me, this isn't the kind of thing that can wait. We need to talk now.
Whatever it is, you're overreacting.
Y'all.
Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to take a shower and get ready for work.
That's fine. While you're there, you might want to change the combination to your little safe. It's not safe in here. Oh, LIYONCE, don't eat like that.
My safe?
Finger looking good. Seriously.
What? You went through my safe? How?
That's not important. I need answers right now. What do the items mean to you and why were you hiding them from me?
I really don't have time to talk about this right now. You have to trust me, though. There's a perfectly logical explanation for all this. You're just overreacting, like I said. I can explain it all to you later. In the meantime, you should probably start seeing your therapist more often. Maybe he'll keep you from overreacting to misunderstandings like this from now on.
Bitch, you're hiding stuff from me and then you have the nerve to fucking make digs at me for my mental health? Ooh, no, LIYONCE, you should have stabbed him, bitch. Don't try to sidetrack me, Ron.
You might have a tough time getting downtown, though. I think I accidentally left your car keys over at Frank's house when I stopped by to check up on him. So why don't you just run your little errands and we'll talk about this when I get home, okay?
Who the fuck? My little errands? Oh, bitch, I'm about to add one to the list. Slit your fucking throat. Now you're just making things up. You're not going to get out of this that easily. I don't have any errands.
Sure you do. Etta called you not too long ago and said she wanted her poison back. Which is strange because I didn't even know she drank the hard stuff. I guess you never can tell these days. But I guess I forgot to tell you that.
How convenient.
Either way, I'm sure you have something to keep you busy before we talk about this in detail. I mean, I can see how all these things are distracting. I'm sure once you tie up all the loose ends, you'll be able to relax.
You little rat. You're unbelievable, you know that?
We'll talk later. Have a great day.
No, don't dismiss me, bitch. Y'all. Everyone's talking crazy to me and they're dismissing me and I can't keep living like this, okay?
Hey,
I can't.
it's Susan.
Susan, I don't fuck with you, bitch. Unless you're gonna say sorry. Remember how you was like, do you take care of your son? Well, until you do, I don't have anything to say to you. Bitch, I don't have anything to say to you. Yeah. That's why I fucked Carl and Mike Delfino. Because your pussy's weak. Right. Oh, hey.
So I was
wondering.
It's you. How are things, really?
I can't complain,
That's
really.
good. Really
no,
good
you
to hear
used to
that.
be my sister.
Things are good.
You used to be my sister. I would tell you what's going on for real, but I don't trust you bitches, so... Right, you're acting weird.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was just walking by your house this morning and I heard shouting. I didn't mean to eavesdrop or anything, but I was there, you know.
No, bitch, because you want to be rude to me about my son and then you want to be nosy and ask about, like, y'all. I'm done being a girl's girl. Like, deadass. Sisterhood means nothing to these bitches. It means nothing.
I just wanted to make sure everything's okay. That's all.
I appreciate your interest, but it's nothing to worry about, Susan.
Oh, why didn't you tell me? I'll always make time to talk to you about whatever's going on in your life.
Do you really mean that?
When you buy a house on Wisteria Lane, you don't just gain a home, you gain a family. All of us become your extended family.
Then why you didn't apologize for what you said about my son and me? Is there any way I could come over and talk to you about it right now?
Now? Oh, you want to talk to me now?
Is there any particular reason why not?
Okay, well, this is a bit embarrassing. I know what I said, but it really isn't a good time right now. I'm so sorry. You see, Edie's coming over in a bit to talk to me about, well, something.
What could you possibly have to talk about with Edie?
Well, you know Edie. She sort of invited herself over, said she had some juicy gossip, and hung up before I could say no.
Also, that's your game. Mind if I stop by and listen in?
No, I mean, no. I don't think Edie would feel that comfortable. Oh, look, there she is. Gotta go. Bye.
You bitches, no. No, y'all. You bitches. Y'all, I got all these goals, though. God damn, patience is key. It's just like your husband to leave the keys to your car over at the Fox house. You'll have to get them from Frank before you can go anywhere outside of Wisteria Lane. Stop by to say hello to Frank and pick up your keys in the process. Returning the favor. Etta let you borrow her pest spray a while back to help you out with the little pest problem. Now's a good time to return it to her, as it's certainly not the kind of thing you want to have lying around your house. And then it says, seizing the day. Vincent has been so kind as to bring you the contents of your husband's safe. Inspect each of the items to see what your husband has been keeping from you all this time. Damn, so there's documents, a picture, a sonogram, and a journal. Like, god damn, y'all. Okay, well, this is the file folder. Let me look. This accordion file folder was initially provided to you by Paul Young when you first arrived on Wisteria. It contains a plethora of information about amnesia and repressed memories. It's strange you should find it again in your husband's safe of all places. A picture of a woman in her early 30s with a beaming smile on her face. The photo itself is slightly faded and has a number of creases on it, telling you that has been handled repeatedly over a long period of time. Whoa. A sonogram of an unborn child. As one might expect, the gender is indistinguishable from the picture. Ooh. Ooh, journal. This item appears to be a journal of some sort kept by your husband. The majority of the entries are negligible, but there are a few scattered entries in particular that stand out from the rest. Open your inventory and view each of the 4 journal entries that you found after searching the journal. Journal entry number 1. Recent developments in the patient's state have taken a slight turn for the worse, but I have no doubt that I'll be able to restore her to a stable condition in no time. She is showing a number of symptoms that are typical of bacterial infections, but also has acute neuromuscular degeneration. I probably shouldn't even be doing this. Treating loved ones is always a bad idea, but I can't stand the thought of them putting their hands on her. She's my wife. I can take care of her just fine on my own. I'm not sure I understand what's going on just yet, but I should be able to figure it out. Oh my gosh, he broke me. He broke me. He broke me. 2 weeks ago, she lapsed into a coma. Her vital signs are stable, but I don't know for how long. The majority of my time since then has been spent treating her and researching her systems in an attempt to find any discernible pattern. Unfortunately, I haven't had any luck with either. At this point, I'm not really sure what to do anymore. I should stop wasting time. I just have to keep trying. I swear it's like she's come down with 3 individual illnesses all at once. Is that even possible? Oh my god. Journal entry number, okay, we're on number 3. Yesterday, the patient whose health I have been monitoring and recording in this journal died in my custody. In all of my years of practice, I've never come across a patient that I was completely unable to diagnose. In retrospect, I should have asked her more about what recent changes in her life could have caused her problems before she entered a vegetative state. How could I have been so inept that I couldn't diagnose her in the 6 months she was in a comatose state? The one person who I should actually be able to save was waiting for me to rescue her, and I failed her. Oh my gosh. Wait, did he have another wife or something? This can't be me. Is this me? Is he talking about me? This is the last legible entry found in the journal. The rest have been unceremoniously torn out of the book. The journal entry says, overwhelmed to see that which I thought I had lost forever, I was overcome with desire. We made love in the surf as she lay there, silently welcoming my passionate advances. When we were done, she was unconscious, no doubt swooning. I could barely contain my joy as well. She has come back to me? Oh my gosh. What? What is going on? What is happening, y'all? What the fuck did they do to me, y'all? Seriously, oh my god, what the fuck did they do to me? Y'all, no, because these journal entries, they should have shed some light. Why the fuck am I more confused? Like, dead ass, bruh. Oh, yep, there they go.
I mean, come on. How stupid do you have to be to forget something like that?
Beats me. That's why I came to see you. I figured you had a lot more experience in that department than me.
Hey, that's not fair. I'm not that forgetful. I remember all sorts of things.
Don't get me wrong, you have all sorts of flaws. I wasn't trying to limit you to just being a forgetful spaz.
Susan and Edie are talking. What should I do? Eavesdrop.
What does a guy have to do to a woman to make her completely and utterly disregard her better instincts and take a lowlife weasel like that back into her life?
Whoa.
Exactly. You know how men are? If he did it once, he'll do it again.
You talked with her not too long ago. What did she have to say about it? Does she even have any suspicions?
We talked, but it didn't really come up in the conversation.
No, let me keep eavesdropping.
If you ask me, I think he did something to her.
What do you mean by that? What would he do to her?
Guys like that can be incredibly persuasive. Oh, trust me, I know. You can't put anything past
Are these
him.
bitches talking shit about me?
Oh, come on. Is it really worth it to go to all that trouble?
No, it never is. Is that all you came over to talk about?
Yeah, I thought that with all your experience in the matter, you might have something interesting to tell me about the whole ordeal. But I should have known. You always disappoint. It's becoming your specialty.
Oh, Edie, I'm glad you came to me to talk.
Whoa, hold your horses there, Missy. I said I thought you'd have something interesting to say. Not that you actually did. Catch you later, Mayor.
What are they talking about? Susan said she would have a hard time forgiving, and Edie seems to agree with her. Do your best to find out who it is they're gossiping about.
Hey, neighbor. What's shaking?
Not much, really, but it sounded like you and Susan were talking about something racy. Care to share?
Oh, that? It's nothing, really. A girlfriend of mine had a chance to get back with an ex. And I thought Susan would be able to give me more reasons to tell her to stay single.
Right.
Sorry to let you down. Nothing too juicy to a big city girl like you.
No, it wasn't, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
No problem. See you later.
Hi, what are you up to?
I came over to ask you the same thing.
Tonight, I'm celebrating.
What's the occasion?
I finished my latest children's book today. That means I treat myself to a brand new dress and a night on the town.
Congrats!
So, this little girl's off to buy some
No.
Hey, we run into each other a lot, don't we?
Is there a problem?
My God, lighten up.
No, I know you bitches are talking shit.
Hi, what are you up to?
Oh yeah, why don't you mind your own business, Susan?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that you and your husband are having difficulties. Or at least that's what I heard when I was over at his office. Never mind. That's none of my business. Later.
Fuck. No, you bitches, yeah, I'm on to y'all. I don't give a fuck. That conversation was not innocent. Here, let me go back to Edda's house. Oop.
Although I'm definitely a fan, I simply can't stand it when they suddenly go limp before I get a chance to fully appreciate them.
I agree. It is a bit cruel that they don't last very long, but still, if you look closely, you can find other qualities that more than compensate.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm well versed in the pros and cons. I just think she can do better.
All right, then tell me this. Which one would you choose?
And I only get to pick one of the three.
Yes, just one. But which one?
Eavesdrop.
My, that's such a tough decision. They all have such distinguishing traits. For instance, that one, it's so hard to get it to reproduce.
Well, just between you and me, that reason alone makes it
They're
not
probably just
worth
talking
the
about
trouble.
flowers.
On the other hand, it's pretty reliable. Sometimes you want to stick with what you know, don't you agree?
That's a valid point, but I can't say I agree with you. Sometimes it's better to call it a day and try something new. Now, what about the others?
Eavesdrop.
As for the second one, I can't imagine you'll run into any real problem. But given everything she can choose from, you'd think she'd go for something a little less...
dull?
Yes, exactly. That's not the kind of thing I'd want to wake up and smell every morning, if you know what I mean.
Oh, believe me, I...
Let me interrupt them.
Now, if you ask me... Oh, hi!
Hey, I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by. What's new?
Oh, nothing really. No need to concern yourself, dear.
Fuck. Y'all, why is everyone being
what
so
an
suspicious?
absolute treat it is to see you.
Hi, Brie, I have a question for you.
Shoot.
It's funny you should say that because I have a question about guns. You're a member of the NRA. Look, see? Y'all! I told you. I told you.
A very proud card-carrying member, as a matter of fact.
Could I be incarcerated for shooting a burglar in my home?
Only if you get caught, or only if it appears to be a crime.
I knew you were the right person to ask.
Very well.
Everyone talking shit about me. I hate it here.
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
To be honest, I overheard your conversation with Brie a little while ago, and I'm dying to find out what you two were gossiping about.
Gossiping? I didn't know you overheard, but it's no big secret. In fact, I think it's pretty obvious. We were talking about flowers.
Yeah, I knew it.
A girl in the gardening forums online seemed torn over which of 3 types of flowers she should plant in her garden. We were discussing the pros and cons of each, and although Bree was making some valid points, between you and me, that woman still has a lot to learn about gardening.
I see.
Well, just what did you think I was talking about, dear?
Nothing really. It just sounded as though you were having an interesting conversation. I wanted to be in the loop.
Ah, just curious then? I suppose there's no harm in that. Take care.
Wait, come.
So tell me, what did you come over to talk to me about?
I wanted to return something I borrowed.
Aha, I thought I was missing something. But that was... Tell me, how did it work out for you?
It did the job. Didn't we have this conversation
That's
once
good
before?
to hear. Always glad to help a neighbor. Even you.
Well, you definitely did. It's good to know that there are people I can rely on in Fairview.
Oh, come now. If I couldn't do anything for you, I'm sure someone would have stepped up and offered assistance.
What makes you so sure of that, right?
Well, let's just say this. You're a very popular person around here. And from what I hear, you've got more friends than you know what to do
Yeah,
with.
people are talking shit about me. They are talking shit about me. Yo. Oh, look how much money I got. I'm stacking. There's nothing to even buy, though, which sucks. Hey, Frank.
Thanks. It's really nice of you to stop by like this.
To be honest, Frank, I sort of had to stop by. You have my keys, remember?
That's right, I do, don't I?
So how are you things coming with you? Oh, y'all, they did not proofread this game. So how are things coming with you, Frank?
Things
I
are
don't
going
know.
just as well as can be expected.
What do you mean by that, Frank?
I mean, considering all that's happened, I'm doing okay. But you came by here to pick up your car keys, didn't you?
Later, Frank. Right now, I want to hear what's bothering you.
Yeah, I'll be just a minute. Why don't you come inside?
Sure.
I'll be fumbling around for a bit. Make yourself comfortable in the meantime.
All right, I'll just wait here. Someone calling.
Hello there. You've reached Daniel? Come on, Frank. You said you'd do this.
Oh, Daniel.
And Frank.
The Brothers Fox. Please leave a message after the beep. Bye-bye.
Frank, this is Eric. This conversation is on a secure line, making the contents of this message private. Please do your best to keep it that way. With the implications of what we've discussed, we should be able to apprehend the persons in question as well as some key members of the Corsetti mob family. Furthermore, our relocation plans will proceed as scheduled. The FIB will take care of the sale of the home as well as any other loose ends, such as phone and utilities. Continue preparing yourself for the move, and don't hesitate to contact me in the future if any further complications should arise.
Oh, Frank gotta move.
Here are your keys. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, there's no need for apologies, but thank you.
So, that's it then.
You're not gonna tell me you
Don't
moving?
let me keep you from whatever it is you do during this time of the day.
Well, with all the facts you've discovered about yourself, Vincent, Eric, and your husband, it's seeming more and more like a good time to visit your therapist. Stop by his office and see what advice he has regarding your current situation. Y'all, so he not gonna say bye to me? For real?
Did you need something?
No, but tell me, Frank, is there anything you need to talk to me about? Anything at all?
How is it you always know when something's up with me?
Because you're suspicious as fuck.
It's actually freaking weird.
Chalk it up to women's intuition.
You don't need to get yourself involved in any of this.
We're friends, right?
It's complicated.
You should know you can talk to me anytime.
You're right. I'm probably just uptight about it. I just never thought I'd miss him. Daniel was always on my case about this and that. It was like having a wife nagging me or something. No offense.
Oh, how so?
It's hard to explain. Growing up, things were a lot different. Daniel was always up to something, and I was always up to something.
Right? Really? You?
Our
Stalker.
parents loved us both the same, but Daniel was always the attention getter. He was always talking about some big idea he had or organizing some big event. He never stopped. That left me with nothing to do and no one to listen to.
Oh, Frank.
Which in turn meant Daniel and I butted heads on a lot of things, ranging from the way we looked to the way we led our lives. I know it'll come as a shock to you, but Daniel was always hassling me about my clothes.
He's not the only one, Frank. People talk.
Anyways, I spent a good deal of my life fighting with him and just saying awful things to him.
Oh, Frank.
Yet no matter what happened, he kept forgiving me, even after we'd grown up, and I'd never figured out why.
He wanted to be your brother, Frank. That's probably the same reason why he let you live with him when you asked.
I called him to try to get away from the big city and to get away from all the trouble I was having there. But all I did was unload all my problems on him.
You're supposed to be able to depend on family, Frank. That's what they're for.
I guess he was always trying to take care of me, and I resisted.
Yeah, you did.
I really didn't feel comfortable doing that. Just wanted to get away, you know?
Oh,
He would always joke about trying to reach out to me, but I never took him seriously. I'd always find some way to ignore him. But if I'd ever thought something like this would have happened, things would have been a lot different. Of course, now, I'll never be able to do that. He probably died thinking I didn't even care about him.
Oh, that hurts.
Jesus, look at me. I'm telling you all sorts of crap you don't care about.
Sometimes it helps to remember the good things about the person who died as opposed to thinking about the regrets and missed opportunities.
I understand what you're saying, and I appreciate it. But I'm not a touchy-feely guy. I was in the army, for Christ's sakes. I don't sit around and watch daytime talk shows.
I wish I could do more for you, Frank.
The only thing keeping me going is knowing that I can bring down the bastards responsible.
But Frank, you're just you. How are you gonna beat the mob? Not you're just you.
Don't worry about me. I'm gonna have help.
And who do you think is going to help you? I'm sorry, but I'm not having anything to do with this.
Listen, this needs to be kept quiet. But I've known you long enough that I think I can trust you. After you discovered the truth about Daniel's murder, I had a talk with Eric Larson. He told me that with what I know, I could shut down the mob family that was responsible for killing
They're gonna
Daniel.
try to kill his ass.
But once the case against them gets underway, I'm going to need some protection from Vincent and his goons. So the reason I'm leaving Fairview is that the FIB is placing me in a witness relocation program. So you can understand why I didn't tell anyone. I'm just supposed to disappear one day.
Oh, this is probably going to be the last time I get to talk to you then, isn't it?
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
It was nice getting to know you too, Frank. Your brother would be proud of you for what you're doing. Then again, he was always proud of you. Goodbye. Oh, why I'm getting sad? We better hug. Oh. 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 Please. I gotta go see my therapist now. That's where we're going.
Oh, hey there.
Oh.
I'm surprised to see you here.
Sir, why are you here? Right, what are you doing here?
Actually, I'm here on a case. I didn't exactly find what I was looking for, so I'm gonna head back to the office.
Really? This new case of yours, it's in Fairview as well?
You know, I should actually be on my way now. It's always nice talking to you, though. Take care.
Yeah, you too. Bye. Bruh, everyone is so suspicious. Everyone is just hiding shit. Like, be normal.
Good afternoon.
What's up, man? Hi, Arthur. I hope it's okay to stop by without an appointment, but I feel like I'm on the verge of a breakthrough.
We can talk for as long as you'd like. Of course, as long as you know you're paying the full rate for our little talk. No freebies just because you don't have an official appointment.
Okay. Ah, well, it's not my money, it's Ron's, which brings me to why I came here.
Why don't you tell me what's troubling you?
As you know, I'm a relatively happily married woman, but 2 different men have come into my life that claim to have been involved with me before I was married.
So these men claim to know you during the time period where you have no memories?
Exactly. Eric told me that both he and Vincent used to know me before I even moved to Fairview.
Do you think he's telling the truth?
He doesn't have any reason to lie, but it did freak me out when he called me by another name.
Really? What did he call you?
Mary.
But what does this have to do with your husband? Do you think he's involved in some sort of vast conspiracy or something?
Boy, that is not the half of it.
Would you care to share them?
Vincent sent me a package not too long ago with the contents of my husband's safe inside, the one he's been desperate to keep me from seeing.
In the past, you've voiced certain concerns about your husband. Exactly what was inside this package?
A sonogram, a journal, documents about amnesia, and a picture of a woman that I've never seen before, but who looks a hell of a lot like me.
A very peculiar combination of items, especially for your husband to keep locked away from you.
Right, suspicious as.
Do you feel that the contents of this package prove or disprove your suspicions?
Prove.
If I recall correctly, you mentioned that there are 3 men in your life, no?
Do you remember how upset the entire neighborhood was over Daniel Fox's death?
That's not the kind of thing one can forget easily.
You didn't hear this from me, but Vincent Corsetti has ties to the murder and the police aren't doing anything about it.
Well, that's quite an accusation.
I know, it's like I'm living in some twisted soap opera, 3 men each claiming I lead a different life. I don't know how I'm supposed to deal with all of this.
It certainly sounds like you have a situation on your hands. What are your intentions? What do you plan on doing?
Tell me, what the hell do I pay you for exactly? No, deadass.
I can't tell you what to do. You have to figure that out for yourself. I only get paid to help people reach their own conclusions. But I will tell you this much. Sooner or later, you're going to find yourself in a position where you have to make a choice between these 3 men in your life. Make up your mind now before it's too late, or it will be made up for you.
What? I don't even know nothing. I don't know what the fuck is going on, like, at all. Fuck, and I gotta make a decision. Yeah, I know you just found out your name is Mary, and these 2 other men talk about they have ties to you. But you have to make a decision. Like, bitch, what the fuck? Oop.
So if you could keep me posted on how the case progresses, I'd be extremely grateful.
Oh my god, y'all.
Sure, I guess I can. But why are you so interested in this specific case?
Come on. Do I really need a reason? I'd just like to stay informed.
Of course not, Mr. Corsetti. Everybody knows you're a stand-up guy.
Dumbass.
All right, then. I'll be expecting to hear from you. And if you keep your promise, I just might be able to have a little talk with your chief. See if we can't bump you up from mall duty.
That'd be great. I mean, not that there's anything wrong with mall duty, but...
Hey, I understand. You're cut out for better things than this. That's all.
It's really funny that you say that, Vincent. Because I like people to get what they deserve, too.
Ooh! Eavesdrop.
Agent Larson. It's been a while. Surprised to see you doing so well these days.
What makes you say it that way, Vinny? Is there something I should know about?
There certainly is.
Mr. Corsetti?
Eavesdrop.
And by that, I mean, there are a lot of people in your position that would allow themselves to, how can I say this, become obsessed with one case when there are a number of others to solve. I wouldn't want you to fall into that trap.
Oh, that's awfully considerate of you, Mr. Corsetti.
Yeah, thanks. I really appreciate your concern. And feel free to keep that smug look on your face. But trust me, it won't be there for long.
And why's that?
Eavesdrop.
Trust me, when you're huddled in your 7x12 cell being ogled by your heavily tattooed and well-muscled cellmate, the last thing you'll be feeling is smug.
And trust me, neither will you.
Me? Come on, Corsetti, why would I go to prison?
Well, I would think that stalking someone under the pretense of a federal investigation in an attempt to rekindle a failed relationship is considered a crime somewhere. Dereliction of duty, abuse of power, false representation. Take your pick.
Possibly. But if the testimony is coming from a known organized crime figure involved in a botched attempted murder, it might be somewhat tainted.
Eric, y'all, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Okay.
What the hell is he talking about?
Nothing, officer. Agent Larson has absolutely no idea what he's talking about. And this conversation is over.
See you around, Vincent. You can only run for so long.
Wow, that was strange. Why did he run off like that?
Yeah, I didn't even get the chance to talk to him about the most important thing.
Oh well, maybe next time then. Anyway, is there anything I can do for you?
I appreciate the offer, but I'm on my way home.
All right, goodbye then.
Bye. What a weirdo. All right, y'all, time to go home. My husband better be home too, because I'm about to get in his ass, boy. Answer for your fucking crimes, bitch. Oh, who's calling me?
Hi, honey. It's me.
Hello, Ron.
So, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Funny, I have absolutely nothing to say to you.
Well, I wanted to give you the opportunity to explain yourself.
Explain myself, bitch. You're the one hiding documents in a fucking safe at work.
Well, for starters, you've been acting awfully strange lately.
What, me? You got some nerve.
Whoa. Listen, this isn't about me. It's about you. You're looking at my personal files, checking up on my office staff. It's as if suddenly you don't trust me or something.
If you have nothing to hide, it shouldn't bother you.
And then it dawned on me. This wasn't a problem until you started spending time with that friend of yours. That man's always sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong. On top of that, I don't trust him. He's up to something, and I think you know exactly who I'm talking about.
That's no way to talk about yourself, dear.
I wasn't talking about myself.
Well, that's how you've been acting lately, so I just assume. Ooh!
Do you really
Yeah,
feel
finger
that way?
looking good. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like you're gonna do anything about it.
I didn't know. Listen, if it's really that much of a problem, I can try to finish up and come home a little early tonight. We can sit down and talk over a nice family dinner. How does that sound?
It sounds good, but we'll just have to wait and see how things turn out, won't we?
I should be home by 8:30. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye. Strangely enough, you're going to have an unexpected guest over for dinner at 8:30 p.m. for what appears to be a much-needed talk. Make certain to prepare a nice dinner before he arrives. No, something's about to happen. I just made a Charleston omelet, girl. I don't know what the fuck that is, but whatever. Breakfast for dinner. Yeah. And it's about to be 8:30, y'all. Is someone at the door? Oh, why is my husband knocking at the door?
Hey, I'm home. Just in time for dinner, right?
Right.
You've really outdone yourself with this meal, honey.
Sean, little greedy ass, already ate it. If you're trying to soften me up for something, it's not working.
Well, it's very good. And I wanted to let you know I appreciate it. I don't want you to think I take you for granted.
It's too late.
So, hey, since you guys are busy actually getting along for once, I'm gonna head out with some friends for a bit. Don't let me interrupt the flow, though.
Okay, see ya.
Don't you think you should get some details from him first, Ron?
Why would I have a problem with it? He's a good kid. He knows not to stay out too late.
I've been the one cleaning up his fucking messes because you're not fucking keeping up with him.
Right. Thanks, Dad. Catch you guys later.
Ron, what are you doing?
The sooner he leaves, the sooner we can talk. I don't know how you got a hold of my safe, but I feel like you deserve an explanation. The woman in the photograph was a former patient of mine, and the journal was what I used to track her progress. She was also suffering memory loss, and that's why you found the documents on amnesia.
Why do you have a picture of her, though? A former patient? Whatever.
She died under my care, and I promised to never let myself forget that.
That's a reasonable story if you're telling the truth. He's not.
And the sonogram was from when you were pregnant with our son. I couldn't bring myself to get rid of it. I guess I'm an old
No,
softy.
you're a little liar.
You know me. I can be pretty emotionally over-controlled. So I'm sorry I freaked out when you went through my safe. Not that I don't have a right to be angry.
You don't have a right to be angry. Defensive is one word to describe, obnoxious is another.
I still believe I was correct in trying to keep you away from Vincent and Eric, though. I don't trust either of those guys one bit. Did you know he had the nerve to come into my office the other day?
No, and the fuck? Didn't he talk about how him and the patient were having... What is going on, y'all? No, because someone had sex. Something is going on here. You had sex with the patient you're describing. You did, and then you have a picture of her, and then it's like, okay, even if you had a patient that died in your care, why the fuck do you have a picture? Nobody does that. No, he didn't tell me that.
No, it was no coincidence. He was specifically asking about you.
I'm sure there's still a reasonable explanation. You really shouldn't jump to conclusions. Yeah, give him a taste of his own medicine.
And as for Vincent Corsetti, don't even get me started. When Eric came into the office, he pretty much said the man has friends in low places. It is a high-ranking member of the mob. I couldn't believe it, but who am I to question an FIB agent? Tell me, is this the kind of person you want to be friends with? At any given moment, you could say the wrong thing to him and get yourself whacked.
You know, I had my suspicions about him too.
I hope that clears everything up for you.
Actually, I think I'm more confused now than ever. Ooh, y'all! Here's the unexpected guest!
You should probably answer that. I'll clean up here.
Okay, thanks. I wonder who it could be.
Excellent, I'm glad you're home. I tried to get through to you earlier, but your phone was busy.
I really wish I could talk, but right now is not exactly the best time for me.
I'm sorry for coming over at a bad time, but what I have to tell you can't wait. Trust me, you're going to want to hear this.
Oh my god, what is it? Oh, look at him. He mad. He like, who the fuck is at the door?
Hey, I didn't know what you wanted me to do with the leftover. Oh, it's you. What do you want?
Why are you saying like that? Oh, it's you. Me when I see him coming through the door. Fuck.
I just stopped by to say hello to an old friend of mine. I assume you don't have a problem with that.
I'm on to you, Mr. Larson. Are you trying to turn my own family against me?
Oh, he don't need to do that because you're a little conniving ass, lying ass bitch.
What are you talking about?
Okay, everybody calm down. Eric, whatever it is you wanted to talk about, it will have to wait. My husband and I are spending some personal time together tonight.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. I'll get in touch with you another time. Good night.
Aw. Oh, he's
So tell me,
jealous.
what was he really doing here?
I don't know.
A few minutes ago, I opened myself up to you, and you're already keeping secrets from me. This is unbelievable.
What? What? Y'all, hold up. I'm crazy, right? Right? This motherfucker is trying me. Cause what?
What's with you?
Nigga, what's with you? Oh, man, fool,
In
you better
any
be lucky I don't
relationship,
poke your motherfucking eyes out,
conflict
bitch.
is inevitable. Whether it be the simple act of more than one person wanting the same thing, or more complicated needs among friends and neighbors. Conflict surrounds us all. But when it comes to the severity of consequences, the battles between a husband and a wife leave them all behind. Over the years, I've learned the hard way that there are no simple choices in life. Since my departure, things seem to have gotten even more complicated for my friends on Wisteria Lane, as well as my newest neighbor. Indeed, making a choice between the status quo, the chance to live on the edge,
Oh, look at little Eric.
or to rekindle a long-lost passion is a difficult and complicated affair. But sometimes we find ourselves with no other option than to make a choice, and we can find the very decision liberating in and of itself.
Look who's here. So glad you could finally join us. I'd offer you a seat, but Eric and your husband took the last 2 chairs.
Oh my god. Right, what did you do to them?
Not much. I was just strolling through the neighborhood and ran into these 2. I figured the 4 of us could have a nice little chat.
A gun-toting madman has tied up my friends and family. You have to forgive me if I'm not in a very talkative mood.
Hey, it's just like I said. I was right outside your house when I ran into my old friend here, Eric.
We're not friends, Corsetti.
We ran into each other and caught up on old times. You see, he's been watching me. But what he didn't know is that I've been watching him, too. Today was supposed to be the big revelation, wasn't it, Eric? It still is, but not quite in the way you were hoping.
Why don't we start by revealing what made Vincent Corsetti lose his mind?
I think you're onto something there.
No, this is about them, not me. There are people who want you to think of me as a bad guy, someone who shouldn't be trusted under any circumstances. But they're wrong. Dead wrong. Tonight, you're gonna
Y'all,
find
look at
out
my
who
ass.
the men in this
Oh.
room really are. And by the end of the evening, you're going to make a choice. You're gonna pick the man you want to spend the rest of your life with.
This is how I have to pick the man I'm gonna spend the rest of my. Oh. Okay. Most people just go on Tinder. They start from there. All right. No, but y'all, it's him toting this gun around like, yeah, you're gonna have to make a choice. And me, oh my god, my ass is so Like, I'm sorry. It is, though. It is. Like, I can't help that.
Of course, if you decide that you want me sooner than that, I'll understand.
No, you little
Why don't
slimy
you
bitch.
start out by asking a couple of questions? See what everyone here has to tell you. In case you're tempted to try anything funny, I've cut your phone line and disabled your computer. And don't be stupid and try to run off. I've got eyes in the back of my head. I've got a guy just outside keeping a close watch on the place. No one's getting in or out unless I say so.
I'll do whatever it takes to see to it that no one gets hurt, but I'm not sure what you want from me.
Trust me, there's a lot you don't know about the men sitting in this room. Ask them whatever you want. Given the circumstances, it's in their best interest to answer honestly.
What? Eric, what would you do for me if we walked out of this house together? What would our life be like together? Ron, what kind of life should I expect if I choose to stay with you? Ooh.
One thing's for certain. Things need to be different. I'll do whatever you want. Marriage counseling, a family therapist, whatever it takes. I just don't want to lose you. I can't live without you.
Look, he looks so pathetic. You know something? I can swear I've heard you say those same exact things before. You'll have to forgive me if I don't believe you. Vincent, same question. So, Vinny, let's say I chose to be with you over these other two guys. What would our life be like?
That's a good question. I see you haven't lost all your smarts. You'll live a life of luxury. I'll see to it that you can have everything you've ever wanted. You'll never have to cook another meal or clean a house ever again.
It's nice to know I'd be well taken care of, but I noticed you didn't mention how you treat me. Ooh. Eric, what would you do for me if we walked out of this house together? What would our life be like together?
Well, you could expect me to make an honest living, provide you with everything you need and some of the things you want. I'd be home every night in time for family dinner, and I'd treat you like you deserve to be treated, with respect. On a federal agent's salary, I wouldn't be able to hire anyone to take care of the housekeeping. But on the other hand, I can guarantee you I'll never hire anyone to take care of you, like Corsetti did once upon a time.
Ooh. Excuse me, what was the last part?
Don't pay any attention to him. He'll say whatever he thinks he needs to in order to save his sorry hide.
Vinny's the one you shouldn't listen to, Mary. He doesn't want you to remember what he did to you, because if you did, you wouldn't have anything to do with him.
All right, that's enough out of you, Larson. Zip it.
I wanted to hear what he had to say.
It was nothing important, trust me.
Okay, so far I like what I'm hearing, but I'm looking for more specifics.
It sounds like you've gotten some interesting information from everyone in the room. What's your next question?
Ron, after all is said and done, if I were to pick you tonight, where would you take me and what would we do together?
If? There's an if? I'm your husband. Love, honor, and obey. Did you forget that little
Bruh,
part?
you're a suspicious little bitch, so shut the fuck up. I don't care.
Actually, there's a lot to consider, whether she knows it or not.
Vincent, don't get ahead of yourself. I'm merely complying with the demands of a gun-toting madman. Vincent, same question. After all is said and done, if I were to pick you tonight, where would you take me and what would we do together?
I would take you to
Fuck,
a
is this Love
lively
Island?
French
Fuck.
restaurant I know of that makes the best creme brulee you'll ever have.
I hate creme brulee.
After that, we'll head back to my estate, open a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon, and let things progress naturally.
So let me get this straight. Your plan for the evening is to fill me up with dessert, get me intoxicated, and see what happens? Sounds like fun. Eric, same question. After all is said and done, if I were to pick you tonight, where would you take me and what would we do together?
I'd take you down to the local police precinct and have you give a written statement about everything that happened tonight. Why do you ask?
Okay, I mean, I guess. Like, I'm responsible. Well, yes, I figured that much, but oh, never mind. With everything I've heard tonight, I'm kind of wondering how much of it was the truth, which begs the question.
You've got a lot to consider right now, so I'd say we're just about finished. Do you have any final questions for us?
Ron, is there anything you haven't been completely honest with me about in the past that you want to tell me about right
No,
now?
I've come clean with you about everything. As much as Vincent doesn't want to hear it, there's nothing left to say. However, I will say that Eric over there isn't the saint he makes himself out to be. A little while ago, he barged into my office looking for God knows what. Now, I won't jump to conclusions, even though it seems everyone else here is doing just that. But I will say that he spent a lot of time asking questions about you, as opposed to questions about an actual case, which doesn't seem like fitting behavior for a distinguished federal agent.
I think I know where you're going with that, Ron. Vince's same question.
Me? Come on. What could I possibly know that's worth lying to you about?
Why don't you start by explaining everything that Eric just told me?
You know, this is exactly what Larson wants, right? I knew you'd fall into his trap. He'll do whatever it takes to get you on his side, so that he can arrest me on whatever trumped-up charges he comes up with.
I was actually hoping you'd be able to tell me what Eric meant when he said you had someone taking care of me.
Larson has a whole story concocted that explains everything he wants you to believe. He says that I know you, that he knows you, and that I killed you. Which, of course, means that I should go to jail, right?
Y'all, what is going on?
Really convenient how that all works out for him, isn't it? He gets the girl and the collar. It's almost too good to be true, isn't it, Larson?
It is, but sometimes the most unbelievable stories turn out to be the truth. Eric, same question. Is there anything you want to say, something you've done in the past that you like to get off your chest?
Sorry to disappoint you, but I've told you the truth from day one. Hell, I always tell the truth. It's probably my greatest flaw.
Oh, I felt that one.
The only thing I waited for was the right time to tell you the truth about Vincent, about your past, about everything. And that's also the reason why you saw me leaving the medical office.
Y'all, the proofreading in this game sucks. Oh, is that why you at the shopping center? Like, please. Yeah, I was wondering what you were doing there.
I was investigating a hunch, one that explains everything that you can't.
Eric, I'm confused. What can't I explain?
For the past 20 years or so, you've had an acute case of retrograde amnesia. You knew something was wrong, but since your husband was kind enough to fill in all the fabricated details, you were blissfully unaware of that fact.
Oh my God.
Come on, Larson. This is the real world.
And my son
not
just
some
there
soap
being
opera.
useless.
Next thing you'll be telling us is that she has an evil twin. You'll have to do a lot better than that if you want to get out of here in one piece.
That's the first sane thing you've said tonight, Vincent. There's no way she has amnesia. It's not medically possible. Don't lie to the woman, Eric.
It's not medically What the fuck does that mean? Why wouldn't it be medically? What the fuck are you talking about?
Of course, neither of these guys are going to let you believe it, since you discovering the truth isn't exactly in their best interests.
That's enough out of you. If you can't answer the questions honestly, then just keep your mouth shut.
Give us a break, Vincent. Haven't we been doing this long enough? Are we done yet?
Yeah, that'll have to do. So now's the big decision. Now that you've heard everything, who do you want to spend the rest of your life with?
That's not exactly the kind of decision I can make after only asking 3 questions. No, deadass.
Sweetie, you really should learn how to make up your mind. I don't have all day. And what's more, hey, quit your squirming. All right, I've got something I need you to do. Go over there and tighten their ropes. I don't want anyone leaving our little soiree before you have a chance to make your decision.
I'll do it, but only because I don't want anyone to get hurt. Let me tighten their ropes. Not a hostage situation. Are you fucking serious, bro? This is crazy. Hey, come closer. What do you want?
Keep your voice down. You don't want him to hear you. Hey, when we were being tied up, I saw that your friend Eric had a gun hidden near his ankle. He's our best shot at getting out of this alive. Why don't you go over there and loosen his ropes?
I'll get to that. Don't worry.
Okay, listen to me. Vincent's losing it. Do whatever you can to keep him from going completely insane. He seems to think he has a shot with you. Use that in your favor if things get hairy.
Don't worry, honey. I was planning on doing that already. Thanks for the advice, though.
Hey, I sent you over there to...
Why would you send me to tighten their ropes, dumbass? I'm listening.
I don't know what Vincent thinks he's doing here, but I promise you one thing. We're going to make it out of here alive, together. I'll make sure he spends the rest of his unnatural life
Y'all,
behind
I don't
bars.
know. Eric, like, he a little strict, but I kind of like strict guys. Like, I'm never gonna lie. No, I love it too, because, like, I play too much. And then when a man be strict, it's just like, go on, crack a little smile for Big Mama. Go ahead. Like, no, let me stop.
He took my gun, but I have another one hidden in my sock. Loosen my ropes up a bit, and I'll see about getting us out of here.
Okay, I sure hope you know what you're doing.
I know for a fact that it doesn't take that long to tie a knot. Hurry it up over there.
Just be careful. I need to move my furniture around. I'm fucking screaming.
Good. You're finished. Now let's just check your work. Why don't you head over there and double-check your mother's handiwork?
Actually, it's kinda loose.
Shut the fuck up!
Really? I wonder how that happened.
It's not my fault they wriggled out of the ropes when we weren't looking.
I'm not an idiot. It's my fault for trusting you so quickly. Doesn't matter. I've got something else for you to do anyway.
Ugh, haven't you put us through enough, deadass,
We've been
bro?
playing too many games. I'll admit, I had my fun with all of you tonight, but now it's time for you to make a decision. Take this gun and use it to rid yourself of the men sitting in this room that you never want to see or hear from again. And don't worry about the consequences. No matter who dies tonight, you won't take the fall. I've taken care of everything. So, and I mean this.
Be so for real. I'm gonna shoot you.
On. Wait a minute. At the very least, I think we all deserve the opportunity to plead our cases. He's right. It's not fair. You can't pass judgment on another person without letting them have a final word.
What's the matter? Afraid she's gonna shoot you?
Fine, let's hear. Do your little song and dance so we can get this over with already. Ron, you're first. What do you have to say for yourself?
Thing that Eric told you about me a few minutes ago?
You mean the part where he said that you spent our entire marriage lying to me? Yes, somehow I find a way to remember that little detail. Ooh.
Well, I want to come clean with you about that. I know I told you that he was lying, and that what he was saying made no sense whatsoever, but that's not entirely true.
Oh, so what is the truth?
The truth is this. We haven't been married for as long as I've told you. In fact, we aren't even technically married. I found you at a difficult time in my life. Right after the death of my wife, I'd put all my time and energy into saving her life, and I couldn't. She's the one I was referring to in my journal entries.
Oh my God!
After she died, I quit work and spent my days and nights at our beach house. The walks I took on the beach late at night were the only thing that really helped me get my head together. The only times I didn't feel despair. And one of those nights I found you. You were just lying there, unconscious. You had been badly pounded by the rocks and waves, but it also looked as though you'd been in an accident of some kind. It was obvious that you'd suffered a head wound.
Are you serious? You found me on a beach?
When you first gained consciousness, you didn't know who I was or who you were. I had never seen a case of retrograde amnesia before. I didn't even think it was possible. The more I read up on the condition, the more I realized how traumatic it would be to tell you the truth. You had no memories of your past life, so I decided to fabricate a story. The jogging accident story. You bumped your head while out jogging.
So let me get this straight. You spent the last 20 years lying to me about our entire life together, and to think I put up with all of your inadequacies for so long.
I know it's hard to believe, but things just sort of snowballed from there. We had a son, a house. You had a loving husband with a successful career. We were a family living the American dream. Why spoil it?
Nigga, the American dream is not finding your wife unconscious on a beach after your other wife fucking died and you couldn't save her. What kind of dream is that? Whose dream is that? Seriously, I need to know. Let me talk to them so we can put them in the fucking psych ward. Like, what?
I've been keeping that secret for what seems like forever, but I'm glad it's out in the open now. If you don't want to be with me, I completely understand. But don't let this madman turn you into a monster.
Ron, I don't know what to say. Vinny, you're next. What do you have to say for yourself?
What do I have to say for myself? Not too much, really. You, on the other hand, have all of your options laid out right in front of you. All you have to do is make a decision. Look around you. Who would you be better off never seeing again? The Weasley investigator, the deceitful spouse, or the charming and incredibly handsome out-of-towner? Hey, I don't need you to spare me. I'm just giving you the opportunity to prove to me that you're ready to ditch this mundane housewife lifestyle and live a life of excitement and grandeur.
And what guarantee do I have that picking you won't be as bad or worse than my current Of course it will be worse.
You're just gonna have to trust me.
Yeah, okay. Fuck out of here.
Now go on already. Pick someone. I know you'll make the right choice.
Eric, you're next. What do you have to say for yourself?
I'm not going to defend myself in front of that scumbag. But if you really think I should, here it goes. I never lied to you, not for a moment. And I don't need a gun pointed at my head to tell you that. Unlike someone else in this room, I didn't pay someone to kill you. And I would never place you in this kind of situation where you're forced to kill someone close to you. It's just sick. There's really nothing else to say. I love you. I always have.
Aww. Yeah, that was interesting.
You have a chance here. No one has to die. We can all walk out of here, and the only one who's going to pay is a low-rent mafia middleman who started this whole situation anyway.
It's just too bad that I can't shoot all of you. Please, and I made my decision. I know what I'm going to do now. Oh my God, y'all, look at me. Look at me. Look at me telling the gun. Y'all, I'm shooting Vincent.
I guess this is as good a time as any to tell you. That gun isn't loaded.
That's unfortunate. She'd have been doing us all a favor.
Whoa, Mom. You almost blew away a mobster.
Almost is right. Vincent here was leading us on the whole time. You just wanted to watch us squirm, didn't you?
Yeah, imagine that. A stand-up guy like Vincent Corsetti deceiving someone.
It was a test. I needed to see what she was capable of. And now that we've seen just what our friend, wife, and mother is capable of, let's hear what she has to say for herself.
Let's be honest with ourselves, Vinny. You're not the kind of guy that would give a loaded gun to anybody. I just figured I'd have a little harmless fun.
All right. You got me there. You don't get this far in life by doing idiotic things like that.
A man such as yourself has probably had to do a lot of things to get where you are, but I wouldn't necessarily call any of them idiotic.
It sounds like you still need some convincing, because it doesn't seem to me like you understand the severity of this situation.
Look at me with this gun. Bree would be proud.
I don't think you realize what's going to happen to these losers if you don't make the right choice today. The gun wasn't loaded this time, but the next time it will be.
Are you threatening me and my family?
I think she gets it just fine, Corsetti. You're a dangerous, hardened criminal with a soft spot for the one that got away. You're delusional, Corsetti. She wasn't the one that got away. I think it's safe to say you drove her away. The day you sent her car careening off that cliff.
That's enough, Lawson. I'm warning you.
Did it really take you 20 years to make up your mind? It didn't take Mary nearly as long. She knows she doesn't want the likes of you destroying her life or corrupting her son.
You shut your goddamn trap. I've had enough of your stupid little remarks, Boy Scout. You think you're funny, do you? We'll see who's laughing when I walk out of here alive and they're picking pieces of your brain out of the basement wall.
Everyone calm down. Can't we just talk through this?
This seems like a good time for me to go to my room. Don't you think? You are having an adult conversation after all.
No, you're staying right here. I want you to see this. Adversity builds character and all that jazz.
Whatever.
Sometimes you do what you have to so that things turn out the way you want. It's all part of being an adult. You should ask your mother about that.
Oh, I get it. Eric's hinting that I should do what I have to in order to make sure the people that I care about don't get hurt.
Hey, just what do the two of you think you're up to? I am not the kind of man you want to conspire against.
Vincent, honey, you really need to calm down.
What? Where are you going with this?
I'm heading upstairs to my bedroom. I was hoping you'd follow me.
What did you just say?
You don't have to say that twice. I'm right behind you.
Mom, can I talk to you for a minute? Alone?
Fine, but make it quick. I have some important business to attend to. Listen, I know this looks bad, but I know what I'm doing.
You know, Mom, bad doesn't even begin to describe it. You're about to bang a mob boss with Dad tied up in the living room.
Wait, Sean, hold up. You kind of funny. That was kind of funny.
I may be a clueless teenager, but even I know something is really wrong with the situation. Promise me you won't do anything with that scumbag.
Listen closely, because I'm only going to tell you this once. Oh, am I really going to make my decision? I'm not really going to go upstairs with Vince, and the person I really want to be with is Eric.
Oh, okay. I guess with everything you found out about Dad, he's a smart choice. I mean, he seems normal.
He's honest and hardworking. That goes a long way for a girl like me.
Yeah. So, what are you going to do about Mr. Corsetti?
Not me and Sean really sharing the moment. Like, fuck.
He's
My
gonna be
son really
pissed
is
when
my
he
king,
finds
y'all.
out you
He
didn't
is.
pick him.
Like, please.
Really pissed.
Don't worry about that. That's his problem. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to go upstairs with him, stall for a bit, and then at the last minute, I'll take his gun.
Okay. And why are you telling me this?
While I'm upstairs, you're going to untie Eric and your father.
Oh, I get it. This is what Eric meant when he was doing all of that getting what you want stuff, isn't it?
Exactly. I'm going to head upstairs now. Just remember what I told you.
So you're choosing Eric? Are you sure about that?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right.
Y'all, I'm choosing Eric. I chose Eric. I can't be with my husband. No, he's a liar, and he be gaslighting me. Y'all, I'm doing it with Vinny. Oh, I got the gun. Oh, it's right there.
Hey, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Do what I say. Keep your mouth shut. We won't have any problems.
All right, that's enough playing around. Give me the gun back. Now.
That's enough out of you. You speak when I tell you to speak. Got that?
I don't know what you're up to, but stop it and give me my gun back.
You're in no position to tell me what to do. I have the gun, and thanks to you, I know how to use it. It's all starting to come back to me now. All those crimes together in our foolish, youthful days.
Hey, hey, take it easy. Don't point that thing at me, Mary.
Dear Vincent, I know exactly what I'm doing. Bam!
Back so soon?
Bitch, you could have put a robe on. She could have threw some clothes on real quick. She just wanted everyone to know she got her little cheeks bust. Like, I can't right now. I can't.
What's the matter? Did Vincent get stage fright or something?
Not really. I didn't exactly give him the chance to perform. I just took what I wanted and left.
I can't believe you did it. You slept with him, didn't you?
Baby, I'm plenty mad at you, but sleeping with a mobster while you're tied up in the living room isn't my idea of payback.
Sounds awfully convenient.
You're about to die and you worried about where my pussy been. Like, don't worry about it, because my pussy was with the mailman, Mike Delfino, fucking, who else? Who else? Carl. Like, don't ask about me. My coochie good, boo.
It's true, Dad. It was all part of her plan to trick Mr. Corsetti into letting his guard down.
You should have told us what you were doing. I was going crazy down here thinking about what that Berman was doing to you.
Take this as Vincent Guns. I don't think he'll be needing it anytime
It's good
soon.
to see you finally came to your senses, although you had me worried for a while. Our friend Mr. Corsetti had a serious lapse in judgment, and now he's gonna pay for it.
Let's be honest. He wasn't thinking straight from the moment he got here. He's going to get what he deserves.
I don't know what you think you're doing, but it isn't gonna work.
It's simple, really. I made my decision. I don't want to be with you.
You have no idea who you're dealing with.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm helping put a ruthless criminal behind bars for the rest of his natural life.
This is certainly an interesting turn of events, don't you think, Vincent? After all these years of making sure all your tracks were covered, it was trying to grab a hold of your past that was your undoing.
Ooh, that was deep. That was poetic.
I knew I never should have trusted that bitch.
Oh, now I'm a bitch. But you was, boy, you was just trying to eat my pussy. Like,
Oh,
stop.
come on. Turnabout is fair play. Now, why don't you sit down while I call some colleagues over at the Bureau? I've heard they picked out a real nice place for you to spend 2 consecutive life sentences.
My lawyers will have me out in no time. I've beaten worse raps than this. And as for you, we were all better off when we thought you were dead.
Bitch, then why the fuck you come searching for me then, weirdo?
I said have a seat.
Weird ass bitch. Yeah, we were better off when we thought you were dead.
The two of you probably have a lot to talk about. But you're free. Come over here and tie up Fairview's newest convicted felon.
I don't know. I'm not that good at tying knots.
That's okay. Corsetti's not gonna squirm out of this one.
Thank God that's over. Now we can finally get back to living our lives.
So I was wondering, is there any room in the busy life of an FIB agent for a wife and her teenage son?
You want to run that by me again?
What? Does she have to spell it out for you? She's saying that she'd rather be with you than go back to living with this whack job doctor.
What are you doing? We have a life together. So I told a little lie. Who did it really hurt? Look at our lives together. Our house, our son, we're a family. You can't walk away from that.
So I told a little lie for 20 years? A little lie? Yo, no, this is exactly why I'm leaving your ass.
This is all your fault, Larson. If you hadn't been nosing around using my wife as a way to catch this crook, none of this would have ever happened.
There's no one to blame but yourself, honey. He just allowed me to find out what a lying bastard you are.
That's enough out of you. I'm talking to him.
Who the fuck are you talking to? No, and that's why I'm leaving your ass. Fuck.
You ruined my life. Do you know that?
All right, calm down. Drop the gun and don't come any
Y'all,
further.
nah, they having a gun off. Oh, I thought I was finna have a gun off with Bree. Ron, what are you doing?
If this comes out, I can't go back to a normal life. I'd have to shut down my practice, move to another town. Everything would change.
I mean it. Hold it right there.
And it's all your fault!
When faced with tough decisions, one is often forced to make sacrifices. Some of us choose to sacrifice stability. Some of us choose to forgo excitement and lavish riches. While others choose to rekindle relationships from years past, in a hope of recapturing the happiness that has eluded
no,
them
y'all,
for
he not a
so
stepdad.
long.
He the
For
dad who
even
stepped
though
up.
our choices may never be
Oh,
perfect.
he ain't fucking with it. He ain't fucking with it.
With time, effort, and the support of those closest to us, we somehow find a way to reach for the brass ring and find happiness nonetheless.
Y'all, that was the ending? Oh my god, that was the ending. Oh my god, what am I supposed to do with myself now? Wow. Wow is all I can say. We finished Desperate Housewives. Well, the good thing is, it was a really good game. We need more games like this. Why don't people make more games like this? Like, this was so good. You know, it made a lot of people start Desperate Housewives. Shit, I started Desperate Housewives because of the game. And oh, I'm happy too, because I'm trying to do new stuff on my channel, but I didn't want to just, like, you know, have loose ends. I didn't want to just start games and then just leave them there. And then, you know, we just have a whole bunch of games that we started and never finished. So I kind of just wanted to finish Desperate Housewives so we could, like, start other stuff. But damn, I'm kind of sad it's over. That was a really good ending, though. That was a really good ending. I'm about to go smoke because it's over. Like, but you guys, that is the end of part 7 and the end of Desperate Housewives in general. Hope you guys enjoyed this series because I had so much fun playing it and had a lot of fun showing you guys a very old game that, god damn it, holds up, what, 20 years later? Desperate Housewives, you guys ate this game up. But if you guys have any games that you want me to try, please let me know. I'm so open to them because somebody suggested Desperate Housewives, and I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed playing it. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you think in the comments, okay? Bye!